my goodness, Bayern München was unbelievable. From start to finish, they absolutely blew Club Brugge out of the water. It was blistering, it was relentless, it was everything you want to see from a team at the top of their game, right from the first whistle. Lennart Karl got things rolling with a stunning opener just 5 minutes in, and just like that, the floodgates opened. And, of course, who else but Harry Kane to double the lead just 9 minutes later. It was like watching poetry in motion. Folks, Bayern's attack was ruthless and precise, and let's be honest, Club Brugge just couldn't cope with it. But hey, stick around. There's so much more to talk about in this epic display. And hey, if you're loving this breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join the conversation. You guys rock. But there's one name that we have to single out in the midst of this domination. Konrad Laimer. This guy, wow, he was just something else today. I mean, when you talk about a midfielder who can just dictate the game, Laimer was that guy. 2 assists, people. That's right, 2 perfectly weighted balls cutting through Brugge's defences like a hot knife through butter. It's not just about his eye for a pass, though. Laimer put in a shift that screams intelligence and sheer determination. You could see him, right? Always moving, always looking for that perfect spot to unleash another attack. I've got to say, his work rate was just incredible. And his timing on those interceptions, just chef's kiss. And listen, it's not just about throwing in a few good passes. His whole game was buzzing with an 8.3 rating. He was reading the play, busting those counterattacks and facilitating this seamless transition from defence to attack. Yeah, talk about a powerhouse in midfield. And when you've got a guy like Laimer pulling strings, it's no wonder Bayern kept marching forward with ease. Like really, how can you not be impressed with his performance? But let's switch gears here and talk about the challenge, or should I say the uphill battle, Club Brugge faced. Man, it was like they were up against a force of nature, and you could see it from the word go. Bayern's attacking waves were like nothing you'd want to be on the receiving end of, relentless and unyielding. I mean, when you see the stats with Bayern firing off 26 shots and 13 of those were on target, whoa, that's insane pressure. And here's the thing, poor Nordin Jackers, the man between the sticks for Brugge, was basically in survival mode. Though he managed 7 saves, it sometimes felt like he was stuck in front of a firing squad. Look, Brugge could only manage 5 shots, and just 2 of those tested the keeper. It just never seemed like the scales were going to tip in their favour, you know? They struggled to hold possession, and Bayern's fluid movements kept them dizzy. Their defensive line had a nightmare of a game, unable to contain and neutralise Bayern's electric pace and clever positioning. Even with their best efforts, they just couldn't plug the gaps Bayern created. Brutal stuff, honestly. Now, shifting to tactical adjustments, let's dive into how both benches tried to shake things up. Bayern, sitting pretty with a big lead, demonstrated strategic brilliancy in their substitutions. I mean, swapping Harry Kane for Nicholas Jackson in the 69th minute, that was a stroke of genius. And then, boom, 10 minutes later, Jackson is on the score sheet. It's crazy how Bayern's bench strength adds another weapon in their arsenal right when they need it. You can't help but feel they're playing chess while others are struggling with checkers. But for Club Brugge, it was more about damage control than game-changing. They rolled the dice early in the second half, bringing on players like Hugo Siquet and Jonas Spiliers, hoping to shore up their defence. Yet, here's the thing, despite their best efforts, they found themselves swamped by Bayern's relentless offensive flood. And honestly, it was like trying to stop a tidal wave with a beach towel. When Bayern's on their game, you just don't get any respite. It's brutal out there, and Brugge's adjustments couldn't stop the bleeding. But hey, you've got to credit them for trying to fight back against the odds. In the grand scheme of things, this win is a massive boost for Bayern München's European aspirations. Their form in this game sent shivers down the spine of potential opponents, didn't it? With their tactical flexibility and depth, they're looking like a real force to be reckoned with in the Champions League. It's as if they've thrown down the gauntlet, declaring to all of Europe, "Come at us!" Meanwhile, for Club Brugge, this was a harsh reminder of the mountain they need to climb to compete with Europe's elite. Like, look, it wasn't their day, but such a match can serve as a crucial learning curve. Facing Bayern München is like a baptism of fire, but it's all about how they bounce back from here. It's a chance to reassess strategies, especially in defence, and approach future games with renewed insights. But that's just my take. What about you? Can Bayern really go all the way this year, or do you see shadows in their armour? And what's next for Club Brugge in their campaign? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Let's get the discussion going.